What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. It's Friday. Geeks and Gamers Daily in the morning. I get unless you're in fucking Europe or somewhere else in the world, then it's not in the morning for you. But fuck you. So yeah, Jay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's Friday. Weekend's coming. Gonna do a little bit of traveling. I got a lot of sleep last night, so I'm good. That was a good thing. Finally starting to catch up. You know.
Yeah, the weekend cannot come quickly enough. We had
Yeah.
a crazy weekend, last week with MegaCon and everything. I ain't gonna lie. This week has been dog shit.
Been a train
It
wreck. Huh?
it has been absolute fucking shit this week specifically. But somebody did mention, yeah, my Purdue Boilermakers won last night, the Elite Eight. I'm watching that game and I'm watching Purdue, come back, tie it up, come up a couple points ahead. And then Texas ties it up. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? That's about right. That's about right. They're just gonna fucking choke this away. That is going to happen. I'm gonna witness it happen. Somehow they won. So I guess not everything is shit, only basically everything. But yeah, Jay, good to be here with you, buddy. Good to be here with you today. I'm
We
so
did
excited.
we did have some good food yesterday. Went to a little barbecue.
We
And
did. Big
then
shout out to Cole Hauser for making a bunch of food for us yesterday. Watching a little baseball, some steaks and burgers and chicken and beer, everything.
that was a nice little highlight.
That was a highlight.
I say
100%.
so.
That was a highlight. Hey, you got some information on
Yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights, don't you?
Yes. And let me see if I share the right window this time.
I know everybody loves on Geeks and Gamers Daily when we talk about theme park news. That is the
Hey man,
highlight.
some people
The
like it.
highlight of Geeks and Gamers Daily. It's not the intro, it's the theme park news. That's, it's what the show is now.
Some people like it.
Some people
They're
do.
bringing back two fan favorites, Jack and Oddfellow, to launch Halloween Horror Nights 35. And they started selling tickets, but not all the tickets, not the normal ticket that I think me and Ryan buy. That one is not for sale as of yet, where you get it's like the annual pass of Halloween Horror Nights with the fast pass. That's not up for sale yet. As we did see yesterday, the single day tickets are now available at $114 starting in August. And what's crazy is they there's rumors that some of these on the weekends are already getting close to selling out. So probably one of the top prices you'll pay is around 114. Let me check October. 130 right here.
It's crazy that on Halloween specifically, it's only 120.
You figure, I guess, about that time, people got other parties to go to. Maybe they've already
Yeah,
done
they gotta spend time like taking their kids out trick or treating and all that shit.
horror nights and everything. But yeah, around
Sorry,
so
all that stuff. Oh, we're probably gonna clip this for Park Hop, and I'm
that's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
All of that stuff. I don't want to make any editor's job any more difficult than it already is.
Now this is just for the base ticket that will get you in. They started showing us what other tickets you could buy. They have a special Halloween Horror Nights Premium Scream Night on August 27th or October 19th. Now, with this is $400. It's kind of like a special night. They're not selling a lot of these tickets, so they're expecting a lot of walk-ons to the, to horror to the haunted houses. Plus, you can get all you can eat on certain foods and non-alcoholic beverages and free self-parking. But I gotta say, if you were gonna spend that kind of coin, the RIP tour is the way to go. It's also $400. With that, you get valet parking, which can be valet parking for Halloween Horror Nights is close to $100 on certain nights. Then you get like the priority VIP entrance to the haunted house. We've seen those people, Ryan. There's a guy with a little flashlight. He's got a group. They just walk right up to the front of the line. They're not getting in the express line or anything. They get taken right to the front of the line, no waiting. Plus, they get unlimited Universal Express to all the rides. So once you've done the haunted house and you want to ride the rides, you ain't got to wait in line for those either. Go right up and do the whole thing. It doesn't come with the all-you-can-eat food, but it also gives you like tour credentials and a reception where you get a little something to eat before you start off. So
yeah, those are the fancy people. Like even when we feel like we're fancy because we get the express pass, Jay, and we walk by all the plebs who have been waiting in line for 2.5 hours, and we think we're special. Well, we get near the front, we just see them waving these RIP tour people.
Yeah.
Up. They're massive. They got the big light that's guiding them, and they just walk right in. It does seem like the best experience.
It's crazy that we're still in March and they started selling these. So $400, I think that's the way to go instead of some random night where you can get all you can eat food on select items. Now, this is the killer right here. They're adding the Halloween Horror Night Express passes. So this says starting at $170 per person, but don't let that fool you. There's literally only like 2 or 3 nights that are $170. On certain nights, the Express Pass will cost you close to $300, way more than the ticket to get in. For some people, that's a must because these lines on certain weekends, 3, 4, 5 hours long on certain houses. It gets crazy quick. So having that Express Pass is really nice if you want to do all the Halloween Horror Night houses in a day or get them done in a few hours. So, and this here too is also something that I've never gotten. It's an add-on ticket around $70 to $150 to Florida residents. God bless you. I think you sneezed or coughed. I don't know.
I sneezed.
But it gets you early access to 3 houses. Kind of crazy. I don't really like the deal. If you're going to spend extra money, you might as well try to get the Express Pass. But if you're going to spend an extra $100, you can go through some of the houses, up to 3 houses for an extra $100 if you're a Florida resident around 2 p.m. So they're throwing all kinds of stuff at you early on, I guess, to see what works, what doesn't work. But
the things that people like us really want to see are the frequent fear passes.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Because the frequent fear passes, if you're planning on going a couple times, and they can get a little pricey, but if you're going twice, it basically kind of pays for itself. And when you live here like us, and then it gives you the opportunity, even if you don't want to go out and do a bunch of houses, you just kind of want to go out for a couple hours, walk around scare zones, eat, drink a little bit, and not do a house night. You can do that.
It's great. That's right. You can experience some of the other things. So... But that's it already. March tickets are out and for sale for Halloween Horror Nights starting in August. Kind of crazy.
Already Halloween. So
we haven't even had Easter yet. Here's your theme park news, everybody. I know everybody's happy. Now the masses will pour in to the Daily Show.
Everyone's happy. Sele. Y'all should try Warlord Beard Oil. Based owner, military vet. Buy from their website. He's a client of mine. If you like and need a discount, I got you. I'll check it out, Sele. Ever since I trimmed my beard down, I don't worry too much. I mean, I've got some that I use every once in a while, but I don't worry too much about it because now that I trimmed it down. But I will keep it in mind, Sele. Thank you. Darth Manic for 5. Playing Gray Hill Incident. Great game. Fucking infuriating. A lot of shit is infuriating in this world. Alex for 5. Getting a 2024 on Tuesday. Means I can go out and go place without having to borrow my sister's she's had for her kids. Meta PC code RK Apples Drunk 3PO. Did you mean to put a 2024 whatever van name is or something? You getting a van, Alex, so you can be a little mobile? Is that what's going on? That's good. I know Alex really liked being able to get out and go to MegaCon and do all that stuff. So that's good to hear, Alex, for sure, man. Every time I think about how miserable my own fucking life is and how much I hate it, I'm like, man, Alex is like gone through so much stuff, and he's in a wheelchair, and like, but he like keeps going, and it just makes me appreciate even more how much my life really does suck. So thank you, Alex, for bringing me down.
Thank you.
Thundarius for 2. Ryan hates crinklers. Can you tell me what a crinkler is, Jay?
Showed a video on the morning show about a man who has a camp called Camp Crinkle, where it is a camp in somewhere, I think it's California, where it is almost state funded, which is even scarier, where adult men can walk around feeling secure and wearing diapers as part of a fetish. And so instead of calling them diapers because they feel embarrassed when people say, "Hey, do you have a diaper on?" They're trying to change the language to crinklers. Are you wearing a crinkler? They feel more secure when people say it. I will spare you the video because I'm sure you don't want to see that, where there is a quick video of people in their diapers.
I'm good. Metal Slave says, Ryan, are you crinkly? I'm going to be real. If I get to the point where that has to be part of my life, there's a good chance I kill myself before I'd even get there. But if I get there, I will. Like, there's no doubt about it. We're half and half on if I make it to when I get incontinent. But there should be like a, Kalshi or Polymarket or whoever that has those things. It should be like, will I kill myself? And like, your payout's getting less and less every fucking day. Who the fuck's calling me? Fuck off. M2M2M for 2. I have the Star Fox music in my head now. Woohoo! Hey, you know what? Actually, we can talk a little bit about that. We got some more Star Fox news today, Jay.
Oh yeah, one of my favorites.
So exciting. Yeah, let's get to this. So yesterday we were live and the news had just broken, and some people hated that they actually talked about this and broke this news before the movie came out. But we got the news that Fox McCloud, we got freaking Star Fox in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And then today they gave us the casting. Glenn Powell is going to be Fox McCloud. And they even did a little video to introduce him, Jay. You wanna watch this with me?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that it's like being taken so like not really taken seriously. They're making a joke out of it, but they're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about that jacket, man? Would you rock that jacket?
I probably would.
That jacket's pretty hot, bro. Come on now.
So look, I love Star Fox 64. It's one of my favorite games from the N64. There's no doubt about it. Back in the day where you could just enjoy a game like that and you didn't have all these degenerate furry freaks all around. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When an anthropomorphic fox was just a cool character in a video game instead of something that a small group of weirdo freaks want to masturbate to, the good old days. But
now
I think it's going to be, I think this is huge for the movie, honestly.
100%. And also, speculation, rumor, they probably will have a new Star Fox game. I mean, what better promotion than that than to have them in the film and then come out later and it's like, hey, we got a new Star Fox game coming to the Switch too. So there's a lot of that floating. Nothing confirmed, of course, but a lot of people say it'd be a perfect time for a video game if they keep it kind of like the similar ones, I think it would be awesome.
There's already a rumor out there today from a noted Nintendo leaker. It's like Krista talking about it in like the gaming chat. She's like, this guy really knows his stuff. She's very excited. So, yeah, Star Fox.
I mean,
I'm
why
gonna see this
not,
movie
man?
next
It's like
week.
this movie's gonna do numbers. Everyone's gonna go see it. So what? How it couldn't get more perfect to announce a new game or anything just a little later on after the movie comes out while everybody's excited. It would be perfect, but it is Nintendo. Sometimes they just randomly announce stuff for no apparent reason.
I still think it's weird they're doing live action Zelda.
Yeah, it's like that seemed a little off, right? Like than what they were building here, but maybe that's going to be its own franchise, you know?
Also,
Got
I
the
just have to say, I was very ahead of the curve on Brie Larson in her
Yes.
comeback train. It's good to see all the love that Brie Larson's getting for this Super Mario Galaxy tour, press tour that she's doing, talking about all this stuff. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome?
You're usually ahead of the curve on a lot of things. That was a big one. No one believed you, I remember. But man, you turned her around quick. I don't know. It was real quick.
I did. Nobody wanted to believe me. So that's how it is. Some things I'm ahead of the curve on. Some things I am.
You're just on the curve.
Pathetically, desperately will never catch up. Just depends. 0 for 2 says, "What up, my crinklers?"
Hey, man.
On daily. Bro, we're only sitting here for an hour. We don't even need diapers on this stream. We're good.
Yeah.
STDB for 2 says crinkle tax.
What the freak, y'all?
And Darius for 2. I bet Ryan orders his fries crinkle cut. Can I be honest? Crinkle cut is my least favorite type of fry, I think. What?
I just get people super chatting this stuff. It's so freaking weird.
It is weird.
You don't want to see it. I will not even share it with you. I'm not gonna play it. I won't even put it in your DM.
I don't want to see that
No,
shit.
no, I don't see it. It's the worst thing you've ever seen.
All right. Cole Hauser for 2. Come on, my barbecue is the highlight of the week. It was the highlight of the week, Cole Hauser. And I gotta say,
tomahawks.
The place he's staying, like the grill that's out there is very tiny. It is a small ass grill. We brought all that food out there, and I was like, bro, this is gonna take forever. Cole Hauser got that shit done, man. He knew exactly what he was doing.
It's one of those like grills you see at parks that you never see anyone use, at least. And it was like this big. Guy had tomahawk steaks on there, chicken, hamburgers. I couldn't believe it. It was awesome, and the food was fantastic.
It was really good. The black man knows how to cook.
Yeah, he did.
Mass Marvel for 2. Don't ask Jay about the crinkling noises he's making.
Not making any crinkling noise.
Oopy fart butt.
Oh.
99 cents. Thanks. Andre CR, Dumbledore. Severus is more than just a friend, Harry. He's my N-word. Yeah. We're going to talk about a lot of this shit. Lard, there's a rap song video for the new state.
You mean the one Perry Chan
made that we reacted to yesterday? Thanks for the update. Thanks for looking out for us, Larg. Kratos Snapos for 5. 50 points from Jay and Ryan for not being Floridians. What does that fucking mean?
I don't know.
I wasn't born here. I live here.
Yeah, I wasn't born here either.
Fuck you, Kratos. Grizzly Nightmare for 5. Ryan, if you marry a Japanese woman, would you live in the States or move to Japan? It's hard to say. Haven't ever fucking been to Japan for 1 second. I guess I will be going. I will be going to Japan 2 months from now. I'll be spending time in Japan for the first time. So maybe I'll love it. Who knows? Who knows?
Might not ever see you again.
Yeah, the Japan trip, it's going to be very unpredictable. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows how I'm going to feel about it. All the different people that I might see there, how I'll experience. Nobody knows.
The freak is going to happen to this show? It's going to go downhill quick.
Let's be honest, Jay. This show's always been going nowhere and getting there fast.
Yeah, but you're like steering the ship, man.
That's right. Master Austin with a gifted membership. Thank you. TJX for 10. Race swaps really pissed me off, like what Disney Plus did. Now HBO Max infected. I've been thinking to unsubscribe to boycott to let them lose money, but hell, they're going to do it anyway. Everybody's got to make their own decision as to how to spend your money. Lofty Pixels prolapsed PP. Whoa. A long time since I heard about Lofty Pixels. I can't wait for Snape to tell Voldemort, I can't breathe. You know, might as well talk about that. We might as well talk about the Harry Potter show. Shouldn't we, Jay?
Yeah.
I think we should. Let me pull this.
The memes have been great.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, they've been pretty funny.
Jay, when Black Snape was first announced as a casting for the Harry Potter TV show that they're doing on HBO and HBO Max, it was overwhelmingly considered a really bad idea. It was highly unpopular. Nobody wanted that. With all the other things that are going on when it comes to this series, with it being not that far removed from the movies, with people maybe being reluctant to even accept anybody else as a new casting, let alone some people who don't look anything like the character they're supposed to portray, it was always a risky proposition and a retarded proposition. I feel like we're seeing a little bit of that when it comes to the trailer reaction, because right now, as it stands, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone official teaser, 219,000 likes, 120,000 dislikes. That is a hefty amount of dislikes. And although there's been criticism for maybe a handful of the other castings and maybe the tone of the trailer and the color grading of the trailer and things like that, at the end of the day, the one thing that is the most unpopular, there's no doubt, is Black fucking Snape. Let's look at some of these top comments. Feels like I'm seeing new people living in your own home. Yeah. Snape has dreads. I'm dead. This is so book accurate. Snape pops up. Having Snape kneeling and calling Voldemort master will definitely hit different now. Snape dog.
No.
Voldemort. Nagini, kill. Snape. Yo, chill.
That first comment, man.
Not casting Adam Driver as Snape needs to be a crime. Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. Harry finds out his dad had Black Snape hanging from under
a tree.
So you can see almost all of the comments that are negative about it are about Black Snape. And the internet has been going fucking wild over this. We watched a little bit of Perry Chan's incredible AI Black Snape rap video the other day, but just look at some of the other stuff that's going on. We discovered the source of the strange noise. Professor Snape has never changed the batteries in his smoke detector. And this is James Potter. Sorry, I can't say that nickname, I don't think. Lily may be a mudblood, but she's no mud shark. If it's coal burners you're after, try sniffing around Hufflepuff. Like, HBO's released a trailer of the first Hogsmeade trip from the new Harry Potter show.
Oh, no.
Half-blood? How can you be half-blood? 2011. You have your mother's eyes, Harry. 2026. You got your mama's ass, Harry. Just realize when Neville faces the boggart, it's going to look like his biggest fear is a black guy hiding in his closet.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap.
I mean, did you mean to insult me, Miss Granger? No, Professor. It's just that it's been beeping all semester. It wouldn't even take magic to fix 50 points from Gryffindor.
Chirp. Yo, that Perry Chan video where he's riding the broom like he's doing a one like a wheelie on the broom, bro. Yo, that's freaking funny, man. This is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite right here.
Yeah, I mean, it's too spot on to ignore.
Yeah.
Professor, fuck you say, Potter. Sorry, sir. It's just spit it out, boy. Well, we're now in our third year of potions, and all you've had us make so far for potions is purple drank. Are we going to learn anything else? N-word. So look, it is a terrible decision. It is a retarded decision. It is getting blasted. It's getting mocked. It's getting ridiculed. Some people in good fun, some people because they absolutely are very, very mad about this.
That's
And
messed up.
I thought this was an interesting. I thought this was an interesting take from Dr. Dina McMillan. My mother taught us Black American history when we were in elementary school. Vast majority of those incredible stories of courage, intelligence, savvy that we learned have never been told in plays, film, television. Instead, the left declare bullying into white history is the win. This has created another generation of people who believe Black people have never accomplished anything. The only way to prevail is to push ourselves into history and stories of whites. Subconscious effect equals Black people become more insecure, entitled, and believe bullying's how you win. Racism doesn't decline if you only change the target. Anti-white racism is still racism and doesn't improve the circumstances of Black people. Trumpeting and increasing our own accomplishments is the only way forward. And I've seen a lot of people, look, a lot of Black people who think this thing is ridiculous. Like, this shit is constantly ridiculous. The race swapping, the incessant need to do things like this for absolutely no fucking reason.
No, I totally agree. That's exactly correct in that post. I'm sorry, that purple drink really.
Well, I'm not even gonna lie. I could use some purple drink right now.
That's pretty.
And then on the flip side, you've got the people who absolutely despise J.K. Rowling. It's for a completely different reason. Now, J.K. Rowling tweeted about 100 times about trans people yesterday, and she responded to one thing about the Harry Potter trailer, and she was like, "Hey, I'm really happy. I think it's going to be great." I think there's probably some non-disparagement thing. She has never met any of the actors involved with this entire thing. I don't think she's involved with it at all, quite frankly. And that's why she's tweeting 100 times about trans people and one time in response to someone about Harry Potter. But because she says that, this is the article from Variety. J.K. Rowling says, I'm so happy with Harry Potter series right after celebrating the Olympics banning trans women from female events. Right? So this is how the entire thing is framed. You've got people like this. If you watch and support this, you're funding trans genocide globally, by the way.
Wow.
J.K. Rowling has made it her life mission to be utterly transphobic, celebrating legislation that's harmful, that harmfully targets the trans community, and gleefully promoting her hatred online. It deeply saddens me that anyone would wish to support that by watching the new Harry Potter show. There is no separating the art from the artist when the artist is alive and using your Harry Potter money for the anti-trans movement. Wow. She's a monster for what she's done to trans women and their rights. She's horrible, and there's no justification for that shit. Like, it's just constant shit. And then this one right here, right?
Yeah.
We saw this morning before we went live, Jay, and this is Andrew Garfield randomly talking about Harry Potter and crediting the artists and the people that were in charge of this and all of this stuff, while shading J.K. Rowling and refusing to even say her name, right? Those Harry Potter movies are really good. I know it's controversial. We shouldn't be putting money in the pocket of inhumane legislation right now through she that shall remain nameless. But then she talks about all these, and then he says about all these nice things. Bro, this is ridiculous.
It's a stupid statement.
Treating her like Voldemort. Refusing to even say her name. And let's be honest, if you guys have watched Harry Potter channels before on YouTube, there's a lot of those Harry Potter channels that refuse to say her name as if that it somehow makes it any different. It's rather embarrassing, but this is the situation in which the Harry Potter show finds itself in between. A lot of normal people that have problems that you're race swapping a character, and a lot of freaks and degenerates and weirdos who are mad that there's any Harry Potter thing out there at all. I think that group of people is insignificant. We saw that with Hogwarts Legacy. It mattered nothing whether these people boycotted it or not. The real kicker is going to be how normal people react to this series for Black Snape and a variety of other reasons.
I think it's going to be, like you said yesterday, I think it's going to be massive. And it's going to be one of the highest streaming shows ever.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Despite the controversy, despite Andrew Garfield saying, I know it was controversial to watch Harry Potter, but it's that is the most retarded thing. I like. He's like, we're not supposed to give money to J.K. Rowling, but the cast was good. It's like you didn't have to say anything.
You say, did you
You
call her
didn't,
J.K. Rawlings?
whatever. The name that shall not be named. That is such a dumb statement. It's really is.
It's weird seeing people like justify this or justify that or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, I'm gonna enjoy something, but let me make a statement so I'm not canceled by the weird freaks online that nobody cares or listens to anymore. So let me make sure I do this correctly and say something like this. So that now I can get like applause from these weird, like you said, Hogwarts Legacy. I only bought that game because it upset those weirdos. I didn't even finish it. Played halfway through it, I think. It was cool. I didn't have any problems with it.
It's pretty
But
good.
yeah, it just was.
I'll be honest, there was way too many minorities at a school in Britain in fucking 1890 and a
And
trans person.
And it's like the
They actually would have been burned at the stake for being a witch.
oh, the more those people cry online, it seems like it really is nobody really cares what they say at this point. Um but I think this is it's going to be a massive show. I think the ratings will be through the roof. And yeah, it'll be when they see Snape, it'll be a cringe moment, I believe, but then, you know, and the memes will be glorious throughout the entire series. So
Yeah, these memes are not going away.
no, not anytime soon. Now, if the show sucks, like if it's just bad and they change a lot of stuff, even though like from everything we've seen, we haven't.
I don't know how much they're changing, but they are adding a lot,
Right.
apparently.
And if it just makes it show slow moving and boring, then maybe.
Well, I've said
Maybe
it
it
before.
won't be as big as I think it will be. So
I think the show is going to be massive, even with some of this backlash. I think the show is going to be massive because, quite frankly, like, look, I know there's a ton of popular anime and manga stuff like that, but when it comes to, I guess, Western franchises in the past 30 years, I don't know if you can. I don't know if there's anything that is bigger than Harry Potter, right? Things that have been created in the last 30 years, from like a Western perspective, as opposed to things that are coming out of Asia. I just really don't think there is, and there's going to be a lot of interest, and I think a lot of people are going to watch. I don't think we're going to see some of the ramifications of the Black Snape casting, other than just people memeing on it, till a little bit later on in the story. But I think these first couple seasons are going to be huge.
I agree.
They're going to be huge. Over on the Rumble side, B Barrett for $2. I heard Spinner's End will be renamed to MLK Jr. Boulevard. It's possible. Is that funny?
Yeah, they're all funny too.
Ronan,
if you can't laugh at it, what are we doing? You know,
Ronan for $1. What's your X handle, Ryan? I want to DM you information for consideration. By the way, did you ever reclaim your X name? I don't do social media, so I don't know if that's possible. I have attempted to reclaim my X name, and it is not available. It's not one of the ones that you can claim.
Did that guy finally dissolve his Twitter?
No, he's still there. Ain't doing shit. Protected,
Really?
but it's not out. Like, there are some handles that are eligible for you to do that. Apparently, he's active enough. Maybe he's liking shit. I don't know what he's doing, but my handle is @KinnellRyan. That's my handle. So
it's just funny how we all started tagging him and he just randomly locked his account. He just randomly, like, so obviously he sees, and then he never. We got to free this guy. So
this
Ryan can get his Twitter.
Bro, I hate this fucking piece of shit.
His teeth are yellow in that picture. What's wrong with him? Positivity is key. He's the complete opposite.
Yeah, he's
Ryan
bizarro me, bro.
Dad jokes. If you need a pick me up, ask me about my wide assortment of socks. He doesn't even say socks. Or better yet, my wide assortment of dad jokes. Then he What is his teeth are freaking God dang it, man. He definitely is the complete opposite. Looks like he's got a little
I hate that dude.
Austria painter stash though going.
Fuck that guy. DJ Compass says Dr. Dina's argument falls flat because the notion that black people need to insert themselves into white history implies they don't have history or stories of their own, which is blatantly untrue. DJ Compass, maybe you didn't hear the first part of Dr. Dina's post, because that's what she said. She's like, look, we were taught all this stuff about actual black history that never gets represented on screen. Instead, they're telling us that we need to force our way into these things, into these white stories, blah, blah, blah. And as a result, nobody knows about these things. So that I don't think that she's saying what you think she's saying, because she made those points about black history. But thank you for the $10, DJ Compass. Icanalist for $2. Harry Potter and the Half-Crip Prince. The Half-Crip Prince. You got to be a full crip, like Alex McCarthy. Glosser for $2. I just know Tobias is creaming in his suit right now. Tobias for $10. Hate to break it to you, Ryan. Furries have been around for an insanely long time. The current iteration is the most recent development, speculated to have started in the 70s and exploded in the 90s. Tobias, it's like saying there's been gay people throughout history. Yeah, it's true. But you know what? They had the decency to fucking hide it because they were embarrassed about it, because they knew they should be shamed for it. Fast forward to today, every single degenerate lifestyle is paraded around there like it should be fucking celebrated.
Ryan's not the kind of guy that likes it when people say, I hate to break it to you. Don't do that to Ryan. Just a little heads up. I hate to break it to you, Ryan, but water's really good for you. I hate to break it to you, Ryan. Maybe you should take a vitamin. Maybe it'll help with your depression. I don't know.
Yeah. David Smart Jr. for $5. Hail the fellowship. I stopped watching my horror movies to watch the 199.
Oh, look at that.
Just a different version of a horror movie. Glosser. Let me get a close-up of the hat, Jay. It looks sick.
Starscream? Overlord Hat Company. They got a lot of cool hats. Transformers, stuff like that. Classic cartoons.
Harry Brownhole for $2. You can choose the Brie Larson path or the Elizabeth Banks path. I would recommend the Brie Larson path.
Yeah, she smells nice.
I've been her #1 fan for a long time. Spirian with a $5 super sticker. Thank you, Spirian. Good seeing you over the weekend at MegaCon. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Beep beep poo poo man for $1.
There he is.
0 for $2. Hey Keenan, did you ever watch the Silverhawks cartoon?
It's a goated cartoon.
Taker for $5. I called Beardo the Incontinental champion instead of the Intercontinental champion, but I don't think he got it. He probably wouldn't.
No.
He probably wouldn't. Tiggs for $5. Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Ryan Kinnell's card. I don't have a business. I actually do have a business card, but I don't have one to show you right now. Tiggs.
Did you go with the bone colored with the lightly gold lettering, around the side with the firm edges?
It is my business cards are like they have like rounded edges instead of sharp edges, which is different.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I got to return some videotapes.
Yeah, I hope I aspire to be him at some point in my life. Got out my skincare routine. Yeah. Frank Casamento with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Frank. David Somerset for 2. Who cast Rosie O'Donnell as Harry? Tamaquashed for 5 is a mixed person who loves Harry Potter. Black people don't want this. The only people crying are virtue signalers or people trying to be politically correct. Well, Tamaquash, if you're a mixed person who says that, then they're not going to count you as black no more. No more. That's what happens, Tamaquashed. 0 for $5. Snape becoming the professor of dark arts makes a little more sense now. He's obsessed with the dark arts. Enough with this bad news. Ryan, can you please react to The Furious trailer, a new movie by Lionsgate? Hopefully it'll improve your mood. There is nothing that's going to improve my mood today, SBZ. Expect it on FNT as well. But thank you. The Furious. Maybe we got another thing to talk about today, but maybe if we have time at the end, we can get to it. IKEA boy for 5. They replace him in the second season with a white guy. The reason, polyjuice. That'd actually be really funny. Tobias Nexus Furry. If you have to race swap a character to make your race visible, maybe that just means you can't make anything original and interesting and have to piggyback on IPs that are already well known. Anik Queb, Anik. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for the $10. DEI wasn't the motivation behind the race swaps. They had to race swap with Hermione and Snape because they believe you cannot be prejudiced against straight whites. It's the nice thing about the Harry Potter series. Racism isn't a thing. All right, there's bigotry, but it's all about either your class status or your blood purity or your species, shit like that. Yeah. Mike Steele. Fear of a name only increases fear of the thing itself. Hermione Granger. Oh, the irony. I know. Dumbledore. I believe said it first. Jason Nelson for 2. Nice to see ABF on all 6 hours of tonight's main event. He did great. That's crazy, man. That's like torture. You get fucking invited on to Tuesday night's main event. And it's like, hell yeah. And then it's like, oh, you're going to have to be here for 6 hours while Beardo and Mike yell at each other. That's rough. David Smart Jr. Toby is a better Spider-Man than that wanker. Bungles Twanger adds a whole new meaning to his spell, Langlock. I suppose, Bungles Twanger. We said that from DJ Compass. Mexarage, just watch Project Hail Mary. It felt good after it. Maybe that's what I should go watch Project Hail Mary again.
Yeah. Did our review stream last night. It was great. Had a great panel. Even on Criticless, everybody's giving it, I'll go watch that people would enjoy. I think there was like one review that didn't really care for it on Criticless, but other than that, it was awesome. I even got to wear my space helmet for the stream. It was nice.
It fit on your head?
Yeah. Well, it's not really solid. It's more of like a spongy one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, got to wear that.
All right.
Yeah. So it will fit on my head. Yeah, it was cool. It was a great film. Everyone it was cool. It was a great stream. We just did it for an hour, just going over hearing different people talk about the different things that they really loved in the movie was good. Made me want to go watch it again, to tell you the truth.
It's very good. I really liked it. Uziel Knapp for 5. Sophia Namvet, Fat Elf. Well, she's the dwarf. Fat dwarf from Rings of Power, the black one, said to be Dobby in season 2. Maybe.
Why not?
Sideways Stan, Harry Potter, The Order of Fried Chicken. Godzilla's Grease Revive. I hate to break it to you, Ryan, but you're going to live to be 150. Well, I control that. We'll see. Maximus for 199. Harry Potter and the Sickle Cell Prince. Super Frandom and Ryan, did you see your soulmate with a big forehead trending online tired of being pretty all the time? He has beforehead, forehead, and afterhead. You're talking about that black woman? That black woman with a massive forehead. Talking about pretty privilege. Must be nice to have pretty privilege.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't
what
know if
that's
he
like.
has it, but some people do. Women do. Tiggs for 5 just bought a sack of white rice. I'm going to count each piece out to see how many there are. Hopefully over 1,000. Try not to get skimped out.
Good luck.
Chuck for 199. Ryan's business card states exceptional racist. Just a stupid picture of me. That's my profile picture. That's all it is. NTR Uncle for 2. Hate to break it to you, Ryan, but Beardo's fat.
Ah, sorry, man.
What am I supposed to do? Faithful Geek for 199. Thanks for the super sticker, Faithful Geek.
Shout out, brother.
Next to Rage. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I get the fans not liking it. Sup? What's up? Chris Curran for 5. Hope this improves your mood, Ryan. And I have to break it to you, but I'm completely out of orange I Love Ryan K shirts.
Look at that.
I can't believe there was such a demand for it, Chris Curran. But thank you for the thought. The disgusting orange I Love Ryan Kennel shirts. I don't know what's worse, the color or the message. Yeah, 0 for $5. I'm sick and tired of these these monkey feet Snapes on this Monday to Friday plane. Thank you, 0. Always Ghostly with a super sticker. Thank you, Always Ghostly. Taker for 5. I'm sure Adam Driver appreciates people wanting to be Snape based on the fact that Snape is supposed to be kind of ugly. Thanks, guys. Yeah, he's supposed to have a big old hook nose, you know? Luckfield for 2. What if Harry Potter is just really based and racist? Dan Evil Robot for 10. I seen the trailer of new Harry Potter. Thought it was okay. Of course, I've seen all the original movies. Probably watched first episode if it's worth watch. I'm tired of reboots / remakes.
You're not the only one.
Thing that pissed me off about this is in a vacuum, I would love the idea of the show. If I thought that I was going to get to see everything from the book play out like in the best way possible. You know what I mean? All the missing stuff from the book brought to life on the screen, accurate castings. I would love it. Regardless, it's only 15 years from when the movies ended. I would totally be down for it. But here we are.
Yeah.
Magnum Norris, I never knew that Snape was that fool blowing chronic into my apartment the last 4 months. If you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. Kratos Snapos, you live in Tourist.
Yo, I'll be right back. Sorry.
All right.
Phone's going off in the other room.
Godzilla's Greaser for 2. Obligatory pivot into Lord of the Rings segment comment. Well, I don't think we got too much room to pivot. We still got another story to talk about. We're going to talk about Vince Vaughn and late night comedy. Who's calling, Jay?
Spam.
Of course. Spam.
Somebody that wants me to buy Brita water. I give him credit for leaving a message on my voicemail that gets transformed over to text message. I don't know if you have that.
Wait, you're getting a call for Brita?
From somebody that wants to sell me water. Like a Brita water. Yeah.
That's a hell of a spam call. But
water purifier for my kitchen sink.
Who couldn't use one of those?
Maybe I accidentally like signed up for something. I don't know.
You looked at a thing at Costco for too long.
Yeah, probably.
Camera. They're like, you must be interested. You know what's not interesting anymore, Jay? Late night television. Over the last several years, we have witnessed in real time the disastrous failure of late night television because as opposed to what it used to be decades and decades ago, it feels like this point, something for everybody to watch, hardworking, middle class, blue collar family, whatever it is. You sit down after a hard day's of work, you take your shoes off, you put your feet up, and you drink a beer while watching late night. Well, it's just kind of some lighthearted jabbing at basically everything. Just something to make people laugh. That is not what it's been over the past several years. And it's really been the failure of late night forever, permanently. All of these shows, they're done. They're never coming back. Colbert Show actually is canceled. Jimmy Kimmel's probably isn't that far away. And their ratings have been nightmarish. Well, now somebody who also cares about comedy is talking about the failure of late night shows, and that is Vince Vaughn, who has been pretty open about how comedy is struggling in Hollywood nowadays, how people don't want to make comedies anymore because they're too scared of offending people and because they need to have some sort of message behind it instead of just trying to entertain people and make them laugh. Vince Vaughn, who went on Theo Vaughn's podcast, made some statements about the late night TV show host and about comedy in general. Vince Vaughn criticizes late night TV for having a political agenda. It stopped being funny and started feeling like I was in class. So they first started talking about comedy in general and even stand-up comedy and stuff like this and how it's changed over the years. The two got to talking about how comedy's become more political in recent years, with Vince Vaughn saying it's part of the job because you've got to talk about current events, but you don't want to become part of a group and feel like you're a champion for one ideology. You want to make fun of everybody. Theo Vaughn said Hollywood's a liberal place, and Vince Vaughn added an addendum, but not really. It's more like we're smart and we got it figured out, and if you don't agree, then you're an idiot. There was definitely a culture, if you didn't agree with these ideas, you're looked at as bad. And then they get into what I think is the most interesting part of this interview, and I hope I've got it queued up at the right place. They start talking about late night, and I'm just going to let this run for a little bit.
I think it's why.
Does that make sense?
For sure it does. I think it's one of the reasons why, like, I've seen a lot of why a lot of the late shows have struggled. Because all they did during the only person they can make fun of at a certain point was just like white redneck kind of people, and it fucking tanked, and then everything tanked after that.
Think about that. But see, they never get it right. The podcasts have gotten so much more popular with less production, less writers, less staff. And the reason why
is two people working here, and both of them are hungover. Then one guy has shingles.
But the place is clean. I like that. You keep a clean place.
Thank you. Yeah, we did a vacuum.
But yeah, because people want authenticity.
Yeah.
And I think that the talk shows, to a large part, became really agenda based.
Yeah.
They were going to evangelical people to what they thought. You know what I mean? And so people just rejected it because it didn't feel authentic. It felt like they had an agenda. It stopped being funny, and it started feeling like I was in fucking a class I didn't want to take.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
I'm getting scolded.
I think he's spot on with that. We've talked a lot, Jay, about how it doesn't feel like these late night hosts are trying to make people laugh anymore. They're trying to make them clap because the audience agrees with what they're saying politically. And when when you're a comedian and your goal is to get people to clap instead of laugh, you've completely lost the way. You've completely lost the path. It's not comedy at that point anymore.
No, I agree. And it's late night started taking a bad trend, spiral down when I think it's a lot of it, even with the award shows, when social media really took off, because people would stay up late to watch their favorite celebrity show up and have a different type of interview, see them live. It was kind of a cool thing to like watch. They used to do like special movie premiere stuff or special clips of a movie that you were excited to see on the late night. Now they just dump it all on social media. They don't really need to go on late night. People don't need to stay up to watch it, because either a clip of whoever will be posted the next day, which is okay. I don't have to stay up late or whatever. And then, like you said, yes, like one of the bigger eye-opening experiences for late night was during the whole lockdowns and
when they tried to do their podcast.
Oh, that was awful too. With nobody writing the jokes for them and like no makeup artist or anything, and they all thought they were funny just talking with each other. That was rough. But like the whole jab stuff when they were like trying to push that on everyone, it was awful. So there's no special thing about late night anymore unless you hate Donald Trump, or like you're on part of that political team that wants to see people make fun of Donald Trump the whole time. And it's like, even like Jimmy Kimball's, man, I know I said his name wrong. Like, he's like, yeah, Trump tried to cancel me, even though his ratings were in the tank. It's just so they just have lost touch of reality. So
yeah, and I do think he's got a great point about, and that's why he's on a podcast to promote.
yeah,
that,
exactly.
because it's more effective than going on one of these shows at this point. And he's talking about authenticity, and in this day and age, when the idea of waiting around till 11:35 p.m. to watch a show that you know is going to alienate half of the fucking potential audience, as opposed to just at will, anytime you can go, you can turn on a stream, you can watch a video, you can scroll TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Right? The idea that anybody would want to choose to watch these guys anymore, it just doesn't happen.
Right.
And it's why YouTubers and podcasters and stuff like that, with a lot less production and a lot less overhead, are outdrawing it. There's a reason. Now, us, we have less production value than basically anybody. Look at our fucking intro.
I know.
But yeah. So I thought that was interesting from Vince Vaughn, though.
No, but he's right. And I maybe in the near future, either they're gonna conform, or they're just gonna be completely taken off the air and replaced with something else.
It's done.
So
they're all done.
You know, their salaries are out of control too. Like, it's crazy how much like they're getting paid to do that to nobody. So
Callum for $5. There was this dinosaur trailer I saw, End of Oak Street, but it's made by Bad Robot. So what do you think? Yes or no? Talking about, I did just see a trailer for that. Yeah, it's J.J. Abrams. I don't know if it's just produced by him or not, but I don't know if it's just about dinosaurs. But yeah, I did see a trailer for that, actually. I haven't seen enough to know whether I want to go see it or not. Tay with 5 gifted memberships. Thanks, Tay. Appreciate it. Magnum Norse for $5. Vince Vaughn is the man. Why the fuck is Peter Jackson destroying his career by hiring Stephen Colbert? This makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what they're thinking about with that, dude. I don't know what they're thinking about. Ronan for $1 on Rumble. Hate to break it to you, Ryan, but I'm down with supporting Chris Curran. Fund those shirts. Stupid ass shirts. Blood Bucket for $5. What up? On my mall ride, I just saw a bald eagle fighting a vulture. America.
Sounds about right.
I hope it won. A lot of vultures circling America right now. 44 Magnum Norse for $5. Stephen Colbert destroyed The Late Show. Now he's going to write for the greatest story ever told outside of the Bible. Hell no. It's such an unpopular thing to do. But I was surprised Gary loved it. Gary put a video out yesterday about how much he loves the idea of Stephen Colbert and his son writing a Lord of the Rings movie. So go watch that video. Go check out that video. But speaking of that, I will be on FNT in about 4 hours from now. That's what I have going on today. Jay, what do you have going on today?
Nothing much. About to hit the road as soon as we're done here. Just traveling up for a weekend in Jacksonville. That's about it. Nothing too crazy. And we'll be back on Monday. Who knows what could happen over the weekend, Ryan, that we could talk about on Monday?
Who knows? We never know. Jay doesn't know what we're talking about until he sees that I made
Probably
the stream
5
for
minutes
the day.
ago.
Jay might send me a couple things. I never
try my
respond to him.
best.
Yeah, you send me a couple things. I never respond to him.
That's
Sometimes
okay.
he gets here and we are talking about one of those things he sent. Sometimes it has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You never know.
Put my best foot forward.
Where was I?
1 foot.
Comics Dad. 90% chance Lord of the Rings Colbert movie is TDS-filled crap. 10% chance he actually puts his fandom in the source material first. Hail to the Daily A-Team duo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dad. Tigs for 2. Do you guys have enough forks? Can you ever have enough? I'm not sure. But that is it, guys. We're done. It's over. Finite. Sayonara. We're out. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on FNT. and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.